Yo, what is up, dudes? So we have something new today. New box, new guitar. And I don't think I've had this style guitar before, but I've never had this type of guitar here before. This is a first. This is the first time I've ever had a guitar like this here. I'm excited to check it out. So let me get my little razor right here. We'll start unboxing it. As you can tell by the box size, it's not a very big guitar. Kind of on the small size. All right, give you a rough idea of the box. All right. Oh, that's styrofoam. Oh, we like to have fun here. Well, we have styrofoam. There we go. And it is a boya&ziqi. We've had one of these guitars here before, but it was a traditional guitar. You know, kind of looked like an SG. A little different, but similar. This clearly is not. Here we go. Comes with a cable. I'll show you that right there. All right here. All right. Oh yeah, and oh, looks like a pretty cool. There you are. Pretty cool Allen wrench tool. I'll show it to you in this camera over here. Get an idea for it. Maybe right here. Yeah, that's nice. Nice little tool. Anything else? No, that seems to be it for accessories. Well, let's just grab the guitar. Pull it out. And this is empty. Just put that over here. There we go. All right. Well, let's get started. Pull this off here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. There we go. You can see it's headless. Waka waka. Waka waka. I think that horn was grabbing the that lower horn was getting it. Boy, that's a beautiful looking guitar, huh? So I know what you're saying. You're saying, no. You've had a guitar like that here before. Here, let me push this table out of the way so you can see it in this camera a little better. I know what you're saying. No. You've had a guitar like this before, but I haven't. Have you figured out the feature that I've never had here before? Can you see it? Is it apparent? We've had headless here before. We've even had this style body here before. The one thing that is different is fan fret, where every string gets its own scale. Yeah, right there. All right, let me plug it in, tune it up, and I'll see you in a minute. We'll check it out. Yo, all right, we are back. All right, so a little bit of bad news. When I was getting this together for the second half of this video, I do the demo and the playthrough, and that is, if you can see it right here, there was a little bit of damage to the corner of the guitar. See it right there? So it's been a few days since I shot that first half, because before I shot this video, I reached out to the company and I was like, hey, just so you know, this got damaged in shipping. And sure enough, as soon as I saw that and I looked at the box, you could see where it must have been dropped really hard. And this it literally cut right through the styrofoam down to the end. And it clearly was dropped at a either very high drop or a pretty hard slam by the shipper. It clearly happened in shipping. You can see it in the box. So I reached out to them because I wasn't sure if they were comfortable with me using the guitar. And as I explained to them, I said, look, it plays fine. It tunes up fine. Everything's fine. But there is cosmetic damage right there on the corner, you know, from where it got hit. And we'll just cover that up a little bit. And I was like, what do you want to do? You want me to use it, or do you want to send me another one? It's up to you. And they were like, we actually don't have one here at their warehouse. They're all sent to like Amazon and other fulfillment centers. So he wouldn't be able to send me one for a while. And it was like, as long as it works, it'll be fine. And it's an infinitesimal, as you can see in this shot, it's an infinitesimal part of the guitar. But just so you know, and they wanted me to stress this, is that if this happened to you, right? Remember, this guitar was provided free of charge to me for a review. If you had purchased this through Amazon, you could immediately go on Amazon and say, oh, the item arrived damaged. And you would instantly they would cover the shipping back, and they would send you, another one. So it's kind of a non-issue, because any shipping damage, through a retailer like Amazon, it's just covered. All you have to do is just say, hey, I got this, it's damaged. And if they want you to show a picture or whatever, but you could just say, I just want a replacement. And you would get one very quickly. So just so to be fully upfront that, unfortunately, this did not arrive completely unscathed from the wrath of FedEx or UPS. I guess that those are the breaks sometimes. And this is the second time I had another guitar show up a couple of years ago, a bass. The headstock was completely snapped off. And there was nothing I could do with that. They had to send me another one. I couldn't even play it. So, obviously it's a much sturdier instrument than that bass. That was an acoustic bass, actually. And so the damage, while cosmetic, would be enough. I think I would send it back. I would be like, hey, I want to get another one. And it would be no problem at all. I just wanted to address that right up front, because I didn't see it in the unboxing. I didn't really see it until I started to plug it in. I was like, whoa. It's a gorgeous guitar, too. It's such a bummer that it's got that one little defect there. Not defect, but one little damage spot, because otherwise it is a beautiful instrument. It's a mahogany body. I'll show it down here. It is a 5-piece maple and ebony neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously a headless construction. It doesn't need any special string. As you can see, I don't know if I can get the headstock right there. It is a grub screw to lock the string in. Right, and same with down here on the bridge side. It's a grub screw that holds, let me get it on this one here, that holds that in. And, it all seems to work here. We'll put that right there. Just so nobody's distracted with this. It is a rounded sort of C-shaped neck. I would call this a modern C, standard C-shaped neck. It is very comfortable. And the stainless steel frets, it's a rosewood fretboard. I am really loving the return of rosewood to the industry. Everyone ran away from it after the whole sights problem, and now everybody's slowly coming back. Even big name brands are starting to use rosewood again, and it's good to see. Obviously they had to wait till their contracts for the alternative wood ran out, and now they can switch back to rosewood again. So this is a rosewood neck. I'm happy to see that. And as you can see, it is a fan fret. I have never owned a fan fret guitar before. This probably would lend itself to the more of the chuggas, especially with the fan fret. But I just have it tuned to standard E. That's where I tend to play. I don't even really drop D. It is this gorgeous maple top. It's like a spalted maple top. And the stainless steel frets, I don't know if I mentioned that. And these are not machine-made stainless steel frets where they have a machine complete all the frets. They put these frets in and they work the frets. And you worry about that a little bit because you're like, how good is the detail going to be? But I have no fret sprout whatsoever. Now, we are not in fret sprout season yet. We're still kind of moist, and it's been a moist summer. In fact, it's raining out right now. So, in these conditions, no problem at all. Maybe come back and check it in like January or February when we're at our driest part of the year and see if it's managed to sprout over the next few months. That we could do a follow-up video. But right now, absolutely no fret sprout. The fret ends are all fine. And, it's all good. It's got a couple of their humbuckers. And, of course, a three-way switch, volume, and a tone. And the volume is a push-pull to do a coil split. And, yeah. So we're on the bridge. And now if I coil split it, you can really hear that. Single coil and double coil, you can really hear the difference. Let's go to the neck pickup. That's a humbucker. I'm going to do single coil. Now there you can really hear like a volume drop. Hear the volume increase. And then let's do both pickups. And we'll do a coil split. And I like that it's 24 frets, Get those last little notes there. And it lends a certain symmetry to the neck. And I like the offset dots, right? For the first half of the neck, they're on the top side. And for the second half of the neck, they're on the bottom side. Because, as you can imagine, when you're playing down here, you're really looking more at the lower notes. Playing up here, you're really looking more at the higher notes. Oh, I really like those offset dots. Really nice. Again, if it wasn't for this damage here, the guitar I'd be like, this guitar is amazing. The fan frets seem to have really good intonation. I'd have to do some more experimentation with that, especially in different tunings, like a drop D or even a drop C. But I feel like I'd have to use thicker strings, once you start to get that low. So, working with the strings I have, these feel like 10s. I just stuck with E standard. All right, let's switch and try a few different patches here. We can hear the pickups in different settings. Here we go. This like tweed patch. Because it's kind of simple. That obviously is the bridge. That's both pickups. And there's the neck. And then the coil cut. Hear the big drop. Both. And the bridge. The big jump up in power once we add that second coil. Let's go to the behave lead. I'm gonna have to bring that gain up just a hair. Yeah, man, I tell you, it's a nice playing and sounding guitar. Let's try another rig here. Of course, dual heavy rig. Yeah, you know, I really like these little guitars. They're great to sit down and play in front of the TV. You know, a good little travel guitar. There's so many, I think, advantages to having like these little headless guitars over, a much larger guitar. For a practice guitar, for a travel guitar, like I said, just sitting and watching TV. You know, I've had this slung over my shoulder for a couple of days now, and I've been really digging it. And I kind of like the styling of it too. You know, it's your classic headless shape that's seen throughout the industry. This seems to be the standard headless shape. Look at that. The look of the wood, though. It's a great looking guitar. Let me show you the back again, so you can see it. Right. Looks like that. And then there's your truss rod up at the front to help adjust. The neck was completely straight. Didn't really need any adjustment at all. And I love the evenness of the rosewood. It's a nice even color from top to bottom. The streaky stuff. I know they're trying to be kind of environmentally friendly by using all the wood, including the stuff that's like heavily streaked, but I'm not a fan of the superly heavily streaked, not superly heavily. Definitely not. So I like this. Like the nice and consistent, adds an air of elegance. So, the big thing for this is the fan frets. I don't even notice them. As I was playing this guitar, I wouldn't say like, well, I can clearly feel that this has like fan frets and the fan frets are like throwing my playing off. Nothing like that. In fact, I forgot about the whole fan fret thing. pretty quickly after starting to play it. It just wasn't an issue. But it seems like now I have to spend more time and get it on a really good tuner, a very sensitive tuner like my Peterson strobe tuner. And because I feel like the fanned frets, because each string gets its own scale, right? The shortest scale is on the high E and the longest scale is on the low E, and every string gets its own scale, right? It's a little mind-blowing. That it's in tune better, like up and down the fretboard. Again, I would want to go through and make sure the intonation was really spot on. I don't know. These are not expensive guitars. I don't know the price of this guitar, but I know it's going to be under $500. It's probably even under $400. So I don't really know what the price is, but I can tell you that it's almost certainly under $500, without a doubt. Whereas, the top brand of this type of guitar is over $2,000. They're up there. I might even say more like $2,500 now. So it's a big difference in price when you go with one of these more budget friendly brands. It is I'm just saying, looking at it on camera, it is especially this camera over here, looks really good. Both of these close-up cameras are just, making it look really good. Didn't come with a bag. It did not come with, a carrying case or anything. But as we did with the unboxing, it came with the wrenches and everything necessary to, this is probably the wrench for up here, maybe, in there, somewhere. One of these. We'll find it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it, right there. Very much in tune. The other thing I would say about it is the thing feels sturdy. The neck it feels very, sturdy and robust. The whole thing it is not a super light guitar. I was worried about that because it's a smaller guitar. It is not. With the mahogany body, it really does feel substantial. It's not a heavy guitar because it's a small headless guitar. I mean, how heavy can it be? But still, it does not feel like a toy. It definitely feels a little bit more substantial. Hey, it sounds... That was dual heavy rig. Let's go back to... From where it all started, we'll go back to our Brit 87. It stays in really good tune. So there you have it, the boya&ziqi headless guitar. Let me get you the official name of this. The Lizard 6. The Lizard 6 series. Obviously the weight will vary, but they say it's roughly a 7.5 pound guitar in here. 24 fanned frets, independently adjustable bridge. It's a maple veneer top. Of course, it's a veneer over a mahogany body. 5-piece maple and ebony neck. rosewood fretboard, stainless steel frets, custom Alnico 5 humbucking pickups. What else can I tell you? A push-pull for the coil split. Jumbo stainless steel frets, hand polished. Bone nut. I don't think I mentioned that. It is a bone nut. And that might be a 25.5-inch scale. I think I'm covering everything. I think I got all the bases here. It is available in a couple of colors. The colors are, what are they calling these colors? They have a forest green quilted maple, and they have a natural burst spalted maple, and they have a transparent green quilted. So they have a forest green, a transparent green, and a natural burst. This is clearly the natural burst, which, you know, it's a good looking guitar. All right, dudes, so there you have it. The Lizard 6 by boya&ziqi. I will leave a link in the description for more information. And there you have it. Again, if yours shows up with a little damage, you know, immediately go to Amazon or wherever you bought it, and I'm sure you can get a, you know, anything you order online has the chance of being damaged in shipping. So it's just one of the new hurdles that we have to the online delivered guitar world. But I wouldn't let that discourage you, because I think the chances, and how many guitars have I had shipped here? Countless in the last 10 years, certainly in the last 7 years, and only two arrived with damage. It happens. So there you go. All right, dudes, as always, thanks so much for hanging out, and rock on.